Hey Virgo, it's Tara, and welcome to your 1st through the 14th Psychic Tarot Forecast for teen. I'm so appreciative of you guys joining me, pulling 4 cards from the Green Witch Tarot deck, as well as an outcome card. And hope your spring is going well so far. You guys are rocking it as far as views and comments and subscribes. I'm so thankful for that. So please remember to subscribe if you haven't. And oops, one flew out, so let's start with that. And then the bottom card. All right. Whew, that makes me feel better. You have some good cards. This one in particular. And I love the outcome. You know, we always have, we always have challenges in life, don't we? So this spread is showing a few of those. That's okay. Nothing's ever perfect. If it is, it doesn't last forever. It doesn't last long, because in life we learn about the lessons so that we can emotionally grow, spiritually grow. Don't you love it? Okay. So let's take a look at this, Virgo, and see what's going on with you. And just want to say that you guys have really been rocking the views and subscribed. So again, I'm so grateful to you. All right. Well, there is a bit of the need for leadership. What comes up at the beginning of the month is the 5 of Wands. So it's telling me that you're in a situation where not all parties are in agreement with each other. What's going on with you guys? Who's causing the flack? Is this someone in the outside forces that's coming in new into your organization, to your business, to your group dynamics? I heard the word spill the beans. It could be that someone is telling some lies or some negative information about someone else. They're uncovering hidden truths. That could be going on with you at the beginning of this month. Now, again, this particular video is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so always watch your Moon and Rising as well if this does not resonate with you. But stay with me for a second and see if maybe it does, or if some of it does. It's interesting that this is the first card to come up. So it feels like at the beginning of April that you're dealing with some people that have different suggestions, different ideas, different ways to incorporate projects together. And see how this one guy has the book open. So he's going by the manual. The other ones are like, this guy's almost in his face, saying, no, this is not a good idea to move it into the direction that you're saying. And these two guys are standing back. So need for leadership for sure. And it might be you, Virgo, that takes that leadership. It might be you that grounds everyone and says, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let's take a look-see. Let's come to a conclusion here, a finality. Because, you know, under that card, we have the 2 of Swords. And the swords are about our thinking and our fears sometimes. So this, to me, is about 2 people negotiating conflicts where there's a cause for negotiation. It can be with a dwelling that you live in. It can be a property you're buying or an apartment or something like that as well. But there definitely is some need here for some strength and resolve of decisions. That's what's coming up big time with these 2 cards. Now, the 10 of Pentacles, and this has come up some during the readings, as well as the 5 of Wands has too. I'm almost done with the readings, and in fact, I apologize for you all that live, well, not in the U.S. or Canada or Mexico, because these readings can be a day late. I apologize for that. You know, I've had stuff going on in my life as well this week, and I've had to take care of some business, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get these videos done as quick as I can. I love you, Virgos, and I apologize that something came up on Thursday that delayed me from completing everything. But just saying, sometimes we have to negotiate. Sometimes we have to negotiate our time. Sometimes we have to work and compromise with other people, and I feel like that's going on with you. This represents the feeling of happy home, happy family, financial security, financial stableness, manifesting. It could be within your your family dynamics. There could be a will that's probated and that there's an inheritance coming up. For some of you, it could be. That might be too what this is about. If there is a will that's probating, or there's, someone has passed on and there's money involved, a lot of times, as you all know, that brings up conflict. That brings up who's going to get what. Am I going to get the what I want to say, not only the ring, but the beautiful necklace she wore that it's diamond encrusted? Who's going to get that? Am I going to get that? Who's going to get what? So it could be that dynamic. It could be how much money. But it feels like it's within the family tree. Possibly it might be that someone who is a third generation is coming to live with you, say an older parent. And so there's 3 generations living under one roof. And there's been a lot of family negotiations around that, if I can get words out. Sorry about that, you guys. I know what I'm wanting to say, and for some reason I'm getting a lot of that feeling. I'm going to take a deep breath. All right. So there's a number of ways this could go. It could be around home and family, and it also could be around your work, that it involves negotiations and compromise within the work and leadership. The 4th card is the 3 of Swords. They call it the 3 of Fames. Actually, you've got the 2 and the 3. Okay, so after this bit of negotiation, there's the 3 says, okay, there's been heartbreak. There's been something that's tugged at you and your thinking. And as you remember, the 3 of Swords is normally a heart with 3 swords going through it. That's the archetypal artwork for the 3 of Swords. So you're wondering, should I go back into that situation? Should I do this over again the way that I used to do it? Should I walk into this house, this broken down house, and fix it up, or go on a different path? And that broken down house could definitely be a metaphor for a relationship, for a business venture. Excuse me, you guys. I think I know what it is. There's pollen in the air here again in Austin, Texas. And I think that's what's going on with me. So apologies for that cough in the voice. So I'm feeling like you guys have a lot of working out of thoughts, of emotions. There's no cup cards in this particular spread. But I feel like you're going to be grounded. I feel like you're going to get everything in order and make decisions, because the outcome card is the 6 of Wands. So here's another wand card. You have the 5 and you have the 6. That's so funny. You have the 2 and you have the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I have to tell you, the last video I did, which was Cancer, they had 3 cards. So that have Swords, that have Wands, I believe, and then have Cups. It was just like, wow. And I'm seeing patterns in these readings. So I'm getting, what's it called? Geometry. The patterns of life. Our bodies are changing. There's a lot going on with shifting, and a lot of planets are going into retrograde. I say a lot. Jupiter and Venus. Those are pretty big planets, though. We have a full moon on, I believe it's the 10th in Libra. Libra is about relationships. So you may be working some relationships out. It's not only relationships of the heart, but it can also be relationships of social obligations, of partners and venture partners. Wow. And it feels like you guys are going to be working on some of these things. All right. Okay. So back to the 6 of Wands. I feel really good about this being the outcome card, because after you've put in your service, after you've worked with other people, you are acknowledged, Virgo, in the work that you do. There could be public acclaim. It could be big stuff. It could be really, honestly, for a few of you. I'm not saying this is for, of course, all or even half of you Virgos, but for some it could be, worldwide acclaim. For some of you, it could be in your industry. If you are a musical director, I don't know why that came up, or if you are a landscape artist, I'm just saying your work is going to be recognized. So going through all of this stuff in through here, your service to the world, and I feel like your service to the community is going to be rewarded. and you're going to feel good. See how he's in this red, bright red, and everybody else is in a little bit of drab clothing. So it's not without the support of others that you've been able to get there. You've had the support. You've had the generosity so that you can move your fleet forward. I was getting ready to say boat, but no, you're running a fleet here, Virgo. All right. Let's see. I'm just looking at these cards. A lot of working things out, but you will do it. You can make it happen. You can make it happen. Okay, pulling some clarifying cards. We have a couple. All right, the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is a young dude. So there's news about money coming in, about a new ventureship. And I think you're really going to enjoy that. This is going to be brand new. I feel like for some of you, the color white is coming in big time. So if I knew what that meant, what would that be? I don't know. It might be that it's a logo or it's a spiritual organization. And this is not for everyone, of course. This is for a few of you. But this white drapery, it's not even a drape that you put over a window, but it's a white sheath, a white color. So it could also be in a logo. It could be something that you're making that white's not really a color, but it's very basic and needed. So just think about what that white means to you in making money. I'm just saying, it could be the color of, your desk. You might be working on a white desk or have a white computer. I'm just saying it generates money. Whatever it is, it generates money. You're going to be standing up for your work and your ideas and the work that you're putting out. And if someone doesn't agree with you, then it's okay because you're ready to support your strengths. You're ready to support yourself in this situation. Wow, these guys are like flying out for you all. Wow, okay, look at this. You have well, excuse me, they're not both wands, but this reminds me of a wands card. This is the Nine of Cups, and this is the King of Wands. See all the red and orange in this card? It always reminds me of passion, which the wands are about. But actually, it's about wishes coming true. And it could be any type of wish. This could be an emotional wish with a relationship. It could be money coming in to support you, purchase a new home, build a house. It could be that your health, something about your health is getting better. If you've wanted that surgery, if you wanted that nip and tuck, that boob job, if you've wanted any of that, that could come up for you because it's Nine of Chalices is wishes coming true. Interestingly enough, what came out at the same time is the King of Wands. So this guy is a creative guy. He's very inspirational. He's a leader. He can be a doctor or a healer. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have been thinking about surgery. It would be to someone that's either it's a fire sign, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries that's in your life. It looks like for some of you a doctor. But some of you, he might be someone you've wished for. Maybe you've been wanting to date and this fire sign shows up and he's like, wow, he's passionate and he's fun and he wants to take me on an adventure and take me to, Brazil or Aspen or, Paris or London, or I'm just saying he's a wish come true because these cards came out at the same time. Excuse me. So Virgo, I'd love your comments on what this means to you. This might be an actual person, like I said, one of the 3 fire signs, or it might be the essence of your wish, like the feeling of passion and romance. And then the Emperor card comes up, or as this deck calls it, the Horned God. And he feels like the Emperor though, right? He's authoritative. He's the archetypal Capricorn. So it might be too that there is another earth sign, a Capricorn, whose strength and wisdom comes through for you. Might be another one of your wishes. This could be one of your spirit guides. Sometimes to me, this card comes across as, if you're into the archangels, it comes across as one of them, or one of your guides, your intuition talking with you and for you. And then the Seven of Swords. Okay, so some of you have been very analytical, very much in the planning stage, or you're going to be, because the Seven of Swords is about thinking. It's about planning out and being shrewd about it. This guy's walking out of the forest. He has his hunt, whatever he's been hunting, and the Seven Swords on his back, and he's looking back thinking, you know, I did pretty well. It wasn't easy, and I'm glad I got out of this, but I'm coming out on top. So whatever that is for you, Virgo, and it could be all this stuff in through here that we were talking about earlier. But again, I love that this Six of Wands is the outcome card. It might just be you feeling acknowledged. I mean, it could be public acknowledgement or you getting awards, more money. All right, let's add up the cards. And we have 5 and a scene and 2 a scene. 6. I'll do it backwards just to make sure. What's the statement? Measure twice, cut once in the construction world. 6 and 3 is 9, and 2 is 1, 6. Okay. So 2 and 6 is 8, and 8 in numerology, and I haven't received this particular number. Like I said, I'm almost done with these videos. So this 8 is about manifesting. 8 is about bridging the spiritual and the material worlds together and manifesting what suits you on this earthly plane. It's about power, so standing in your own power and leading the way. I feel like that's so apropos for so many of you Virgos. Okay, and the 8 in the major arcana cards is the same as the strength card. Well, that fits perfectly. Inner strength. That's what that card means. Balance of ego and intuition, self-confidence, overcoming obstacles. Maybe that's what this month is about for you, is overcoming obstacles. You can do it. You're set in place to receive benefits. So you can overcome what's coming up. We go into, those planets I told you are retrograding, Venus and Jupiter both, and we're going into Mercury retrograde on the 9th or 10th as well. So, if there's any negotiations you need to do, don't push too hard. If it is a house or it is a car, a major purpose. It could be a major purpose. It could be a contractual career agreement or a major purchase, which could be a house. I'm just saying, with Mercury going into retrograde, if it's not feeling right, let that roll out until after Mercury's gone direct in, okay? Because the outcome is victory and success. So there's the feeling of needing to do that as well. Okay, Virgo, thank you so much for your time today. I so appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, viewing my channel. The words are all a little offline today, and it's very interesting because I do feel like part of it is the pollen, but also I'm feeling that part of it is the energy in your month. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying there's a need for togetherness, to get things in line, to feel that groundedness that you guys are so much of, and not have this kind of zigzag thing going on. Okay, Virgo, thank you for watching. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for viewing the channel. I'm so appreciative. You'll have a good rest of the month. And if you want that personal private reading, you can reach me. Go on my website, taraventura.com, and look for the orange button that says order a reading, and we can go from there. All right, my friends, take care, be well, stay grounded, and I will see you soon.